Hi, this is Mark Roemke from Ninja Training TV. So today we have a request from one of our viewers on how to explain how to do a dive roll. And we go over this in class a lot, and it's in our black belt set. So I'm going to go through this one for you today. It's a really cool breakdown so that you don't jam your shoulder and get hurt. This works for parkour people too. I've been watching a lot of cool parkour videos online, and we teach about the same way that they do. So check this out. You want to think of your arms as an immovable circle. This is one way to think of it. This is how Aikido guys do it, some Judo guys. They come from here, have the unbendable circle, take a deep breath in, and they do their roll. So as you're going from that forward roll, you just put a hop into it, and then it turns into this dive roll. The difference between what they're doing and what Bujinkan guys do a lot of times is we're getting closer to the ground. Because if you're trying these rolls out on pavement, it starts to change a lot of things. You're not going to want to touch where your bones are, and we've done a lot of experimenting with this on different surfaces. So what the Bujinkan guys would do, a lot of times if you have the opportunity, is to get lower and then spring forward with this technique. Getting your arms out, doing this compression, and breathing is a key to having these rolls go silent and being able to do them in one way or the other. So, lower yourself to the ground. Have one hand forward. The side that you might want to go on, let's say your right side. I'm going to use my springs, my hands and arms as shock absorbers. As I go out, I spring and come into this. So this is one way to teach how to do a dive roll technique. And then I'm going to do a couple where maybe we go for height. So if I had an object in front of me and I'm going over this one for height, now I really want to start to think of my arms as a shock absorber. So as I go up and over the object, I start to kind of lower myself down as I'm going into the technique. So I'm jumping, coming up and in like that. Now my shoulder doesn't take impact. Another way to think about dive rolls, I just like to throw out a lot of techniques for you guys so that you can try them and see what works for you at home, is to think about a basic roll technique that Shirishi Sensei taught me in Japan, where I'm on all fours. I reach out my hand here and I punch my arm all the way through to the other side so I almost fall forward in this roll technique. Now this seems really weird at first for having this come through, but if you watch, my shoulder is barely touching. So if I could transfer that same way of thinking into a dive roll, I could be here, punch back, and come through the roll, and it almost speeds my roll up, but I touch my back first then. My shoulder never takes impact into the ground. This will help you immensely for when you're doing your rolls to not get injured. And that's why we wanted to show you this technique today. It's a little longer than our normal videos, and that's why we're here for you. So check out what we have available online. Our black belt set is chock full of these type of things where I explain in detail what to do for your techniques. So this is Mark Roemke with Ninja Training TV. Keep training.